During World War II, the Disney company provided artwork in support of the military, either folks that flew aircraft or whoever the warriors were. They would present that to the military for use, maybe as a mascot or as some inspiration to the warriors. Walt loved this song, so do I. These are props from the live-action Little Mermaid. This is the Disney Wish.
We haven't done that yet.
No, we need to get on the Disney Wish. You're right.
So
here they talk about the wonderful ships. They say there's 4 unique ships. Well, pretty soon there's going to be 7. One might ask, how do we know that's what Abraham Lincoln looked like? In fact, after his, I don't know, let's see, was it a death mask or a live mask? But there was a mold taken of his face. And this was done from that mask. And here he is looking right at you.
This is Jungle Cruise.
No, actually, Jungle Cruise doesn't have dinosaurs.
Oh, that's right.
But Disney was also at the World's Fair, was requested by an automobile company to make a ride, and I think that was part of that. Here's the so-called Florida project, which became Walt Disney World. These are all pretty modern photographs.
Yeah, the new rides and on.
Now, the Disney company was approached and requested build some support or displays at the 1964 New York World's Fair, including the Carousel of Progress and Small World. They also did
Ticket room.
Did they Tiki Room there? I think so. Yeah, I think it was.
Talked about before about Ticket Room. They had that in New York, and they won't like that.
That's right. So, more live action, and in the case of Mary Poppins, a combination of live and animated. Old Yeller, a beautiful story with a sad ending because Old Yeller is the dog. And he sacrifices himself to save the kid.
I don't think I watched this movie before.
Yeah. Swiss Family Robinson, story of a family that is shipwrecked on an island, and they build a treehouse with what's left from the ship. And there is a Swiss Family Robinson treehouse at Magic Kingdom. Disney has a presence around the world now. Here we see photographs from China and Tokyo, Japan.
We've been to Hong Kong Disney. We haven't been
That's right, we have been to
Shanghai Disney yet.
We need to go again. Here's Cinderella's castle. These are costumes and props from the live-action movie 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Oh, we saw that movie.
Mm-hmm. And I used to scuba dive out of the Bamboo Reef dive shop, which was owned by the director of underwater photography from that movie, who received an Oscar for that work. And through the years, Disneyland California has expanded to a second park, which is called California Adventure. It references things in the history and areas of California. As Walt Disney and the Disney Company became more and more active on television, they introduced different characters and stories behind them, including Davy Crockett, Daniel Boone, Zorro. You had, kids, Corky and the White Shadow. Of course, the dog is the White Shadow. Corky is the little girl. You had the Mickey Mouse Club, and basically my generation grew up with these kids. Here's Spin and Marty up at the top with a horse. Their story is they went to a dude ranch one of them's rich, one of them's not rich, and they kind of fight, but then they become friends. Here they are in the background with the Mouseketeers, and of course everybody had to have their Mickey ears, to be part of the Mouseketeers.
But that time is so plain, not like now. It's so fancy.
Oh,
so many different
that's
designs.
right. Now, Monty Markham was the name of the character played by the kid, and one of the kids, and Markham's is the name of the private dining or private restaurant at Disney's Millionaire's Golden Oak. So here's things from the Mouseketeers. Annette was most loved, most famous. Now remember, we saw Buddy Epson as the dance guy. I talked a little bit about him. Here he is as the sidekick of Davy Crockett.
Where? Which one?
Davy Crockett has the coonskin cap or hat, and here he is. That's right. Well, I grew up watching this on television, and television that I watched was about the size of what we're looking at now, quite small. And Walt would have Adventureland. Oh, sorry. Well, he would have Adventureland, but that was that was
Tomorrowland.
no, that's Tomorrowland. Frontierland now is Adventureland, and Fantasyland.
Look, they call it the Sundays with Uncle Walt.
That's right. Well, we had it every Sunday. This was what you'd stop every Sunday night and tune in to see. Well, he was called Uncle Walt because he was so loved. But this is where we were introduced to the actor Fess Parker as first Davy Crockett and then Daniel Boone. We were introduced to Tomorrowland and space. This is what space rockets might look like. And he would have, he actually had Dr. Werner von Braun, the German scientist who ended up in the United States.
Oh, is the real? Is that a toy?
It is a toy,
toy.
Because you'd have to have very small people to put in that. So you had, this is Walt's office at the studios in Burbank.
He's working there.
And you know how we have Buena Vista Drive here at Walt Disney World? The studios in Hollywood, California, actually Burbank, California, were on Buena Vista Drive. So here is a model of the Disneyland Castle. So this is the Sleeping Beauty Castle at Walt Disney World. It is the Cinderella Castle. So you have different characters, different backgrounds. Walt would say that he'd go to Griffith Park and sit on a bench eating peanuts while his daughters would ride on the merry-go-round. And he says it'd really be cool if there was a place that you could go take kids, but there's be interesting things for adults as well. And that is kind of the inspiration for Disneyland.